Hi, it's Wayne from howtofish.com.au. I am just stoked today. I haven't been fishing for 3 weeks, so I'm suffering from withdrawal. So I've come down to the Maribyrnong River here. I'm just going to fish for a couple of hours this morning. Barometric pressure's a little bit high and the tide is going out. Not great conditions, but it's overcast, so that's going to help me a bit. And I really don't care today. I am just happy to be out fishing. The rig I'm using today is a running burley cage. I've got a 40 gram on here. The tide was moving a little bit heavier before, so I had a 60 gram on, but now I've gone down to 40 grams because I just need enough to hold bottom. It makes things appear more naturally. The fish feel more comfortable taking the bait. So running burley cage down to a line stop, and then tied to that, tied on here, is my lightweight pre-stretched trace. And that simply is so fine that it moves naturally in the water. The fish don't notice when they pick up the bait or they're looking at the bait that there's a hook in it. And then a size 14 hook, very, very small hook, but as you can see, there's only small fish in here today. However, having said that, on this size 14 hook, I've caught some very large fish. So it's possible to catch big fish on small hooks, but it's very, very hard to catch the smaller fish on large hooks. So I wanted to have a bit of fun. That's why I'm using this. Well, first fish of the day, a small bream. This is an absolutely beautiful autumn morning. It's wonderful to be out here. I'm only catching small fish, but I don't care. I'm getting a bit of activity. I've had to work things out, so that's been really good. And it's just been so nice to be out on a beautiful day like this. I'm getting bites still. I'm missing a lot, but I mean, this is what fishing's all about, isn't it? Just beautiful. Another one. Got another small one, but just good fun. Oh, I think is he still on? Yeah, he's still on. Oh, there are just so many of these out there, but it's such fun catching them. So I'm just casting at the same spot every time so that I've got the fish in the area in that same spot, so I know they're just waiting for my bait. And if they're not waiting for the bait, I'm building up burley so that I'll attract the ones that are further downstream or in the surrounding water. Okay, this is a better one. But only marginally. Little bream. Another little one, but they're coming thick and fast. Yep, seems to be a lot of these about. Every now and again the fishing will slow down a bit. The fish aren't biting as much, so you've got to just do something a little bit different. These are my blood and guts berley pellets. Just taking some of those, putting them in here. Okay, what I do is I push a bit of berley into the berley cage first, then I push the pellets in, and then I block it with a bit more berley. So I've got a sandwich of berley pellets in the center, and those berley pellets do have a little bit of food in them, and that's what will give the extra attraction. So sometimes if they're looking for particles of food, they'll find something a little bit different that will attract them. Okay, this is a better fish, much better. I've got to be a bit careful. I've got my pre-stretched trace on, so I've just got to play him a bit. This is a better fish, all right? Geez, feels like it even could be a pinkie. It won't be a huge fish, but on light line it feels really good. Wow. Just hope there's no snags in here. Oh, that's a good fish. Whoa. Oh, wow. How about that? Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So if you've enjoyed the video so far, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up so that you get all future videos. Well, some people ask me why the fish will find a little tiny bait like this in all of that water. And the fact is, a small bait like this will interest fish if you've got something to attract them there in the first place. So I'm using a berley cage, I've got berley going in there, that's what's attracting the fish into the area, but the berley doesn't have any real food pieces in it. It's the bait that is there. So they find this small bait, it's the only piece of food there, they've been attracted by the smell of the berley. This is what they'll take. Now what had happened is the bite started to slow down, so all I'm doing now is just dipping my chicken in my feeding frenzy bait dip, and that started to get the bites happening again. And they're happening straight away again. It's only small. Okay, and there you go, those little mullet, but they certainly like the chicken and the feeding frenzy dip. So I've got John here who has just hooked into something. He's got a nice long quiver tip rod, so it's got plenty of flex, and he's got fine lined and small hooks, and this has taken a little bit of drag off, so it's actually pulled some line on him, so he's got to retrieve all of that. And it's also, he's pulling against the flow of the water as well. So he's got a bit of a job ahead of him.
When they take drag like that, you know they're good fish.
Exactly. So this could be, the way it's bobbing, it may well be a pinkie. But we will see.
I had 4 maggots on his bait.
Okay, so he's been using maggots today as bait.
Yeah, we're getting closer.
Okay.
I didn't even bring my net.
Okay, so John doesn't have a net today, so he's a bit challenged, and I didn't have a net either, so yeah, he's going to have to lift this one. He'll have to take it to the bank. So let's have a look
We'll
here.
see what it is first.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't feel as big as before.
Okay, yep. Yeah, whoops, a bit hard to see here, so I'll just going straight down.
Probably not even legal. It's a pinkie.
There we go. It is a pinkie though, yes?
It's a pinkie.
Nice little pinkie.
Probably about, I'd say 26, 25, 26. That might be. I'll show you the size of my hook. Oh,
Okay, whoa. Yeah. Okay, there you go. That's a good sized pinkie.
not too bad.
Yeah.
From that, it might even be size.
That fish up.
Oh,
And
there she goes.
release. So
There
that's
she
how
goes.
it's done.
I'll go and get another hook.
Wow, and these things are very hard to catch, these little mullet, and they're taking the bait as well. Wow. Okay, so the fish are going down in size now, so I think that means it's probably time for me to go. Well, I've had a great morning. I've only been here for a couple of hours, had a fantastic session, caught a reasonable fish, lost a couple, lost plenty of bait. Anyway, I've got to go. So if you've enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe so you get all of the future videos that I've got out there. And if you want to look for any of the gear that I'm using, the techniques, the burley, the dips, go to my website, howtofish.com.au. See you next time.